about Instagram algorithm. They're another company that is actually being very open with their algorithm too, and what matters to them, and what doesn't matter, which is a big shift. Some organizations really don't give up the information, but Instagram's pretty clear on how their algorithm works and what matters. And there's really three pillars of their algorithms: relationship, timeliness, and interest. No real big surprise, but this has been confirmed by them quite a few times. If a person often leaves comments on your post, or if they have notifications enabled for your account, or you guys DM each other, or you tag each other in your post, then the algorithm recognizes that the two of you guys are close. And according to Instagram, not any outside research or anything, Instagram has stated this: users will see 90% of the posts from friends and family. Okay, so this is important. Go out, make friends, get engaged with people. Just don't use it like so many organizations do, so many individuals of this broadcast, of this bullhorn, just putting information out there. Get engaged with people, like their content, have conversations. By doing so, you will improve the exposure of that content that you are posting. Okay, so important. Big takeaway for anybody on this call, for anybody's social strategy. Please, please, please. Cornerstone, get engaged with people. Just don't post, just don't use it. Use social platforms as a syndication process. You need to, the successful people are engaging with their audiences, are having a conversation with the audience. Other thing Instagram only looks at is timeliness. Okay, prioritizes the most recent post. No big surprise there. They're very straightforward. The most recent stuff goes to the top. It's not like Twitter that has that option, the default option of algorithmic, where they might see something from 50 minutes ago if they think that's really the right thing you need to see. If it's the newest thing, it goes right to the top. And then finally, interest. The algorithm predicts which posts are important to users based on their past behavior. Makes sense? Hey, we know that Dave likes seeing this type of content. If something from somebody they have a close relationship with is being posted, we're going to put that right in front of them. And then just like Twitter, and this is interesting, because this is unlike other platforms except for Twitter, the time someone spends reading your content is really, really, really important with Instagram. The longer someone spends reading your posts, regardless if they engage, just like Twitter, the longer they've read it will increase the credibility of the content. So having deeper, stronger, more interesting, more focused to what your audience is interested in is better. Stop with the spaghetti against the wall approach. Have a content strategy and go after it. Also, posting regularly will place you higher in timelines, just like all the other platforms. If you just post once or twice a month or sporadically, you're not going to get a lot of traction. Instagram really wants people engaged using the platform on a regular basis. So whether a post receives a lot of engagement or not, the more often posted posts will get more exposure. Okay, so even if you're getting engagement, if you're very random, being more consistent with your posting tends to pay off more. Comments are very heavily weighted on Instagram over likes. Once again, going back to Facebook, likes are a little bit better than a vanity metric at this point. Same thing with Instagram. Comments, having that conversation, extremely, extremely important. So anything you can do to spur that conversation will get that moving along. And this is a little bit of a myth that wanted to be dispelled. Using stories or going live doesn't matter. All right. There's been, a lot of conversation around, hey, if you use stories or going live, you get more engagement. It's more preferred. Just like on Facebook, we talked about, they definitely want live video. But Instagram has been pretty straightforward with it, that they really don't care if it's a story, if it's live, whatever. All they care about is good content. If it's good content that's getting engagement, that's what they care about. They don't care if it's a video. They don't care what it is, as long as it's good content that's getting engagement. And that's the only thing that should matter. And going off that same point, Instagram does not prioritize video. Once again, according to Instagram. So moving forward, how do we use this stuff? This is important. This is a big takeaway from Instagram. And more people need to be using this properly, because this is how you're going to get new people engaged with your brand on Instagram. Hashtags. Don't forget the hashtags. The explore page, so that's you going in, not really knowing what you want to do, is all driven by hashtags. So if you want to get thousands of new followers, properly use hashtags. Hashtags does not mean just come up with hashtag. Do research into hashtags. There's tons of tools out there. There's tons of resources available to look into what trending hashtags are, what hashtags are working. Every time I go into Instagram, I cannot believe how poorly organizations use hashtags. They don't research what the hashtag means. They don't use them properly. They use hashtags that makes no sense to nobody, that nobody's using. Effectively using hashtags. If you want to grow your audience on, I can't stress this enough, if you want to grow your audience on Instagram, use hashtags the right way. Research what people are using, find the hashtags that are relevant to you, and then go from there. But hashtags, 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 hashtags. Publish your content at the best time. You guys have heard this a few times. Instagram is a lot like Twitter as far as timeliness. You know, the pace of the content is very quick. And that's something Instagram's algorithm really looks at. And just like Twitter, there's tons of data in Instagram's insights. You know, take a look at it. You'll find out what content people are engaging with, when the best time they are online. All that information is there. Please use it. Instagram Insights. If you haven't been in Instagram Insights, you need to get into Instagram Insights, figure out what hashtags people are using, and then also find out when they're engaging, when they're on. You do those two things, your Instagram strategy will take off. And this is another thing. And I know it sounds basic, but more brands don't do it because they look at other Instagram accounts that are in the same, using the same content, interested in it as kind of competition. The more you engage with other users, the more Instagram will show your content to them, okay? So if you look at other relevant content and engage in that content, so, you know, whatever it may be, whether it be food, whether it be fashion, go out to other people that are posting about food, that are posting about fashion, and engage with them. Have those conversations. You will improve your overall exposure on Instagram. You will improve your followers, okay? So go out there, have those conversations. And then post regularly. Just like the other platforms, they want to see that you're legit, that you're engaged, you're a valuable contributor to the platform, okay, to the community. You know, because that's really the mindset that has to change with a lot of marketers, is that it is community. If you're just broadcasting stuff, you're not having conversations, you're not contributing to the community, okay? So post on a regular basis. It does, if you post on a regular basis, you will be rewarded by Instagram.